Hi everyone, welcome back to another tutorial. In this tutorial, we will learn about how you can create Pandas DataFrame out of Spark DataFrame. So before starting the tutorial, let us understand like what is the basic difference between both of these. So as we all know, like in Spark we have RDDs, we have DataFrame, we have D streams. So in RDD, whatever variable you create, those data are distributed across the cluster. It means like the part of data like partitions are stored in the cluster, but in the case of pandas, like data is not distributed, it will be on the same machine. So let us suppose there is a case in which you want to convert this data frame of spark to pandas data frame. Then how you can do that? So in this lecture basically we will learn about the same. So guys, let us start this session, and as usual I'll try to create a spark session. So from PySpark.sql import spark session. So with the help of spark session, I'll try to create data frame out of it, and then I'll try to convert this data frame to pandas data frame. So first of all, let us create a spark variable for our spark session, and I can write a spark session dot builder. This builder method helps us to create spark session dot. I can write app name here, and app name can be my app as usual. Here I can give master, like what should be my master. So in this case, I am running this code on local machine, so I can give here star. Local star means all the codes will be used for this machine, and then I can use get or create to create this session. So as you can see, get or create helps us to create the spark session. Now let us suppose I want to use a data. So I have my own data here. Data is in the form of list. So as you can see, data contains first name, middle name, last name, DOB, gender and salary. As in the previous classes also, I have taught like how you can create data frames from list data. So this is basically a list of list basically. This is the first row, this is the second row, third, fourth and fifth, and these are the columns. So let me use this row only, and let me copy this and paste it here, and then we can use the same column has been mentioned here, like what columns do we need to use here. Like columns are mentioned like first name, middle name, last name, DOB, gender and salary. Then as we know like how you can create the data frames out of it, so I can use like I can write here df. Let us suppose I'm writing the variable df, or I can write spark df here. Spark df equals to spark dot create data frame is a function that can be used to create data frame. So data equals to, I can use here data, this data basically, and there is one more parameter like I can use schema is equals to columns. So this is the basic syntax through which you can create a spark data frame out of a list of data here. This one is our data. So now the data has been created. Let us try to print the schema and print the data, and let us see how the data looks like. So let me spark df dot print schema. This will print the schema. Then I can write spark df dot show to print the first 20 lines of this data, but it does not contain 20 lines. So first whatever lines are there will be printed, and I can use here truncate is equals to false. It means the column values will not be truncated. So let me run this code and let us see the output. Okay guys, so as you can see here, let me widen this. So the schema is like first name, middle name, last name, DOB, gender, salary, and we haven't specified the data type of that particular column. So this is basically inferred by Spark itself, like first name is in a string, and inference, this particular inference for column data types is basically on the data you have passed here. Like first name has been passed as a string, that's why it is a string, middle name is string, DOB is also in string, gender is string, and salary is in long type. So this is the basic schema, and as you can see here, here is the data. So in the first row, like cash is there, middle name is not there, middle name is null here, then last name in Ansari, then date of birth, gender and salary. So this is how this data looks like. This is the schema, above is the schema and below is our data. So let me clear it, And then now let us try to convert this particular Spark data frame to Pandas data frame. So there is very simple method through which you can create this. So let me write Pandas def is equals to, I can write like Spark def dot, there is a method toPandas, there is a method toPandas through which you can create Pandas data frame, and it's very simple. Like this is my Spark df, and dot toPandas will convert this Spark df to Pandas df, and now I can easily print this data. So I can use print now. So we cannot use print on Spark df, but on Pandas df you can use a print method. So let us run this and let us see how is the output. So just one second. Okay, the code is running. So guys, it's saying like Pandas is not installed here, so we will have to install Pandas. So make sure like we are using Pandas, so Pandas should be installed. So to install Pandas, what I can do, I can write pip install Pandas. Sorry guys, Pandas was not installed, so it is like better case you can learn like Pandas should be installed. So I'm installing the Pandas and it will take few seconds. Okay, so Pandas is now installed. Let me clear the terminal and rerun this particular main.py, and let us see if output is correct or not. So as you can see, there is no error now, and this is the schema of our Spark data frame, and this is the Spark data frame. And now at the end we can see here there is Pandas data frame, and it looks like Pandas data frame. And if you want to do some computation, ADA, or whatever you want to do, you can now pre-process the data in Pandas data frame. But the data is used, and if it requires distributed computing, then I will recommend you to use this Spark data frame only. But this was the case through which you can convert your Spark data frame to Pandas. So you can create any kind of Pandas data frame out of any kind of your Spark data frame. So that's it guys, I hope you like this session. If you like this session, please hit the like button and share this video with your friends so that they can learn about data engineering concepts. And regularly on this YouTube channel I am uploading data engineering concepts. Right now I'm starting with the Spark, but eventually I'll cover more topics of data engineering. So that's it guys, have a good day and keep learning.